Your loved one just lived, whether from a stroke, a brain injury, a car accident, or a spinal cord injury, and now they're coming out of surgery. I call it post acute care, and they're going to get moved into a inpatient rehabilitation center. And right now, your family members are all probably exhausted. You're tired. You're depressed. You feel helpless. And now I'm going to help you walk through the steps. Your loved one lived. God let him live. He's now on this planet, or she's on this planet. And we need to help you guys help them, because if you guys don't take care of yourselves, then this is going to get really tough. So first thing I would say to everybody is, first, I know it's hard to hear this, but relax and breathe and take care of yourself. And make sure you're eating the right foods, because listen, you just camped out at the hospital for probably a day or 2 days, or even I've had some warriors in my past. So I want to visit the hospitals. People live there for weeks, just in on out, just trying to listen in, trying to help out. But your loved one's alive, and now we have to get you guys better. And we need to take care of you. I need to make sure that you guys are taking care of your children, if you have any. I mean, you're at least getting outdoors, you're getting some fresh air, you're eating healthy, and take care of you first. Because you can't, if you don't take care of you, you cannot help your loved ones, the one who just suffered this traumatic brain injury, stroke, or this car accident. And that's the first thing I'd say is let's get you guys into a mental state of just being okay, and be grateful your loved one's alive. Now we're going to help him. Now I'm going to help you the next series of steps here, what to look for as far as where do you go next? Where do you go? Like, what's the next facility? Because I didn't know. We didn't know. You know, I went from inpatient rehabilitation, or I went from the ICU to an inpatient rehabilitation, which was probably for about 6 weeks. Then I had home health care. Then I went back to community reentry. No one told us a playbook of all the therapy I was going to have. All we knew is that if I came out of this thing and not a vegetable, and part of my brain was working, the rest of it was going to pick up and work. And so to go from, like I said before, I'm going to repeat this. Your loved one lived. He's now out of the intensive care, or the ICU, or she is, and now she's going to get moved to a rehabilitation center, probably an inpatient one, because, you know, like I said, they don't know how to use. They're not functioning. Their brain is starting to wake up. It's going to wake up day by day by day, and they need a lot of rest, and they need a lot of quiet time. So the first thing that's important is give the loved one space. You need complete silence. You need complete quietness. That brain's got to heal, and their body is so inflamed and so damaged from all that surgeries, all that healing, that that's going to take some time to process everything. And they're going to come out of it day by day, whether their respirator, whether the feeding tube is not out of their body. They're starting to get some food in their body. They're starting to eat. So they're starting to drink. And key by key, I would say, no sugars, no fast foods. The diet is so important. And then I get on, and, you know, depending on where they're at, you know, we'll walk you through the supplements. I get them immediately. One is for sure is CBD, omega-3s, 6-9s are definitely what's needed, of course, for that too. But I need you guys to take care of yourselves. And I'm talking to the wife, the husband, the father, or the mother, or just the kids. Take care of you, please. Find the time for yourself, because your loved one, you can't do any more than what you've done. And if you're angry and you're upset and you're mad, go find your priest, go find a preacher, go find a rabbi, go find someone to talk to. And if you want to talk to us, email us. We'll talk. I can talk to you as well. Not each one of you, but I'm here to help you, because it's so important that you guys get to a family therapist immediately. That's the first thing I would say you do. That's step A. And then B, you start looking at, okay, therapists or therapy places. Find a rehabilitation center near your home where you can go back and forth, so it's not a huge drive. You know, I actually had my injury in San Luis Obispo. I was moved to Santa Barbara. Then I was moved back down to San Diego, where I was in a rehabilitation center in San Diego, which was 20 minutes from my home. So my wife at the time could take my 2 kids and get them to see me within 20 minutes of a drive. While I was in a bed, I was in diapers. I couldn't use anything. I couldn't go to the bathroom. I couldn't use the facilities. I couldn't do anything myself. I was in a wheelchair, but I knew if I worked on this, my brain would wake up. And thank the Lord, or thank all my therapists and just my loved ones for getting me there and giving me the space just to heal, because it takes a long, long time. It's not a shoulder or a wrist or a knee. I wish it was, where I can tell you that, hey, you know, within 6 to 8 weeks, we're going to be okay. I can tell you 6 to 8 weeks where we're going to be with brain injury for sure. I can walk you through all of that. But step by step, first is calm down, get yourself healthy, eat right, and exercise. I know it sounds crazy. Your loved one's sitting there, helpless, and they're alive. They lived. Let's get them. Let's get you healthy now. Because if you're healthy and you're taking care of yourself, I know it's hard to get back to work. I know you're depressed, but go see. There's so much free counseling out there. I mean, the support groups for stroke survivors or for traumatic brain injuries. There's support groups at every hospital. And if you want to, I will come to my website. I'll give you a list of where to go, what to look for. I know these people. Best thing you can do is start talking to other people like yourself who've been through it, because that's what you need. You need to hear hope and inspiration and faith. And your loved one lived for a reason, and they're gonna walk this planet now because of who you are to them. And this is what's happened to me. I'm telling you my story to share back and to give back because, listen, I mean, it's tough for me to talk about this, but I lost my wife in the middle of all this. She was a wonderful woman. And we had 2 young kids. My daughters were 17 months and 3 years old at the time. And Stephanie was an amazing wife, amazing woman, and she still is. And she's moved on with her life. I moved on with mine. But she's a fantastic mom. But to take care of me, who I came home at 39, in diapers, in a wheelchair, and 2 young kids, it's hard. It's hard for anybody. I mean, my parents had to step in, her parents had to step in, and thank God we had family to help us.